my word! Hey guys, and welcome to another episode. Well, it's been a while since Ferrari launched the 458, but even according to today's standards, it's still a really beautiful car. And then they wanted to make something that you can hammer around the countryside roads in Italy, and then when you go to a racetrack, you can annihilate just about anything on it. And they did. And the cool thing is, this car is here. Ladies and gentlemen, the 458 Speciale.
Looked into the music, dangling to the beat, smiling distant strangers, winking on my feet. Then I see the moonlight sparkling in your eyes. Oh, my body's frozen and my soul's on fire.
Now, in order to create a proper track weapon, Ferrari had to do a few things to the car. They had to give it more power and more speed and better handling, and it had to lose weight. The 458 Speciale weighs 275 kilograms less than the standard 458, which means it weighs less than the world's heaviest horse. And that's actually not so heavy considering it's nearly as long as a Mercedes G-Class. Now, this car is 2 meters wide, and in standard form it's 1.2 meters high, which is round about here. I swear I have seen bigger dogs in Africa than that. A power without control is basically an accident waiting to happen. One of the ways in which you can improve the control of a car is working on the aerodynamics. That'll give you more downforce and therefore more stability. That's exactly what we do by taking our cars into a wind tunnel and seeing how our components can aid to that. Suffice to say that we added some Ferrari to our carbon. Let's have a look. Down here in the front, we've got the twin carbon lips with the active aero system. We're going to talk about that in a little while. On the trunk, of course, the carbon air guide. Moving to the sides, the black blinkers, not to be missed over here. And then the carbon inserts on the mirror caps. It's really nice, and this has got to be my favorite part on this car, the carbon side skirts, and at the rear here, dual fins as opposed to the standard one coming with a single fin. We then move on to the back. These side louvers, they look like shark gills on the side, and I absolutely love that look, feeding air into the engine compartment, thereby cooling the motor. Then let's jump around. We've got these similar looking shark gill like extractors here for the heat that comes from the engine. That basically escapes to the rear of the car. Then over here we've got these panels aiding air towards the carbon rear wing, which of course casts a slight shadow on this beautiful black taillight. On the sides we've got the black lights for this Ferrari, of course covered in a shell of carbon. Over here, and I'll show you a picture of that later, is also the Ferrari name covered in a bed of carbon. Towards the rear of the car, we've got these sections in the bumper, also made out of carbon, housing the blackened fog lights. And that, of course, gives way to this beautiful, beautiful carbon diffuser, one of my favorite parts on this car. And it's not just what you see here. At the bottom, you have 3 components of the active aerodynamical system that we'll talk about in a little while. I'm so out of breath. But what I need to show you is what happens in here. If you look at this engine bay, basically the entire inside has been laid in a carbon cover. Even bits and pieces of the engine and the intake have been made out of carbon. And just when you think that you can't possibly have more carbon on this car, I need to show you something else. Just look at this. The entire roof has been replaced by carbon fiber. 7 layers of it, giving you much more rigidity and of course also saving you weight. But now it's enough of all the carbon. Almost. Let's have a look at the engine. In here is a naturally aspirated 4.5 litre V8, and at the time of the launch it was the most powerful naturally aspirated V8 engine that Ferrari had ever put into any of their road cars. It also had the highest kilowatt per litre output value of any naturally aspirated production V8 in the world at that time. This car has an incredible compression ratio. Just to give you a little example, normally your supercars have a compression ratio of less than 10:1. Some F cars would be maybe 12 or 13:1. The 458 Speciale, 14:1. That is tight. So let's talk about the active aerodynamics on this 458 Speciale. Over here you've got these two components, and from 170 kilometers per hour and north of that, they basically open and allow the airflow from the front to be diverted toward the sides, and thereby giving you less drag. And once you hit 220 and north of that, then this component over here actually dips down and allows the air to go through underneath the car. And there are various components that then deal with that, feeding it towards the diffuser at the back, which we'll have a look at right now. Here at the back you can see the second part of the active aerodynamics built into the rear diffuser. 3 panels, one here, here and here, that move and get adjusted hydraulically depending on the speed you're driving in order to work with the air coming from the front and giving you optimal downforce. The interior is quite nifty actually. They have a lot of really cool pockets that they made in this car in order to actually save space. You got here behind the seat, you see, it's all in order for you to be able to store stuff. But then again, that would be counterproductive if you did, because I'll just put more weight in the car, wouldn't it? One of the boldest things I find that they did in this car was giving you this sort of protruding island of options when you select something on your gearbox: reverse and auto and launch control. I've never seen something like this. Of course, we have to talk about these beautiful pedals. They are from us and they are in carbon fiber, especially elongated towards the top for gear shifts when you're busy turning the steering wheel. And the rest of the car in here looks fantastic. It's really in the kind of trim that I would actually love and would probably have wanted to take as Alcantara and carbon. But what's nice is that everything is hand stitched. There's a line of stitching over here, and it's not perfect straight. It's like an Italian back road. It's so comfortable in here. We totally customize the interior of any of our cars. You could have this entire car covered in white leather if you so wanted, but I think we are very much close to what I would have ordered. These things, we don't have to see how to put that on. There's a phone cable in the car. Huh? I'll have that explained to me when I need to put it on. Pleasant place to be. Even the bees like it. Look. No, go away. How does this work? I need to get in here. Wow. This goes here. Right. Is it right? Gotta start cranking this thing up. How's this good old Ferrari key in red, of course. This is my first time ever driving a modern Ferrari. It's a big moment, this. 458 Speciale from Novitec. Thank you, God. Thank you, Novitec. I love my job. This has got our Stage 3 performance package, which gives you an entirely new sports exhaust system. And it sounds very good, but I've got it in wet mode. And with this function here on the steering wheel, where you can actually set whether you want it neighbor friendly or neighbor hating mode. So it's now in the neighbor friendly mode. Race mode. Gosh, can you tell how excited I am? Oh my word. This is how you start a really good day. I could tell you that. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. I am totally a turbo fan. but this naturally aspirated motor. Can you see the smile on my face? Oh, gosh. Is this real? Is this real? Whoa, this is breathtakingly great. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, the grip is phenomenal. That is crazy. This is about as much fun as you can have. Wow, hard work but super rewarding. Oh, the communication from this car is fabulous. The steering so direct. Oh, I feel like I'm driving my favorite toy. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, tail happy this girl. Just incredibly tail happy. What a car. Oh my gosh, I am freaking out. This is just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Oh, I'm sweating. Wow. All this power, all this speed is worth nothing if you don't have proper brakes. And this car does. Ceramic brakes. Oh my goodness. Wow. Fabulous. Just fabulous. That stage 3 exhaust we put on this car. Fantastic. It has all the bits and pieces. Whoa, what an experience. Can you actually see the smile on my face? You can do this all day long. What a joy. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. I can imagine the aerodynamics just doing its thing. Giving you all the grip. And this engine, oh my goodness. It's got a shorter stroke, which means it revs up to 9,250 RPMs. That's like a motorbike. Oh my word. Of course, this car is light for what it can do. 1,395 kilograms, and you can feel the lightweight. Oh my word, this is brilliant. Oh, what a joy. Woo! What a joy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is this even real? I gotta pinch myself. Is this me? Am I alive? Oh. Oh, let me just take a breather here. I'm gonna put this in wet mode, which should make it a little bit quieter. Or not. I'm a bit speechless. With the stage 3 performance package, 626 horsepower, 558 smiles on my face, Newton meters of torque. Oh my gosh, I can't talk now. That gives you an acceleration of 0 to 100 in under 3 seconds. Gosh, am I hyperventilating here? Under 3 seconds. Oh, the rev range, 9,250. That's like hitting a jackpot. Oh, what a car. Breathe in, breathe out. This car has something called SSC. It's side slip angle control. I could literally feel how this was working coming out of a corner, and you could plant this car and it'll give you enough slip to go sideways, but it'll still keep you intact so you don't end up in the kitty litter or smeared along the side of a mountain. And it'll help you to get the highest speed through a corner possible. This is as opposed to the conventional traction control that the moment the slip and slide happens, it just cuts the power and says, so boys, that's it, party's over, go home. But not in this car, not in the 458 Speciale. Sack of nuts, baby, you are Speciale. And now, let's get right back in to race mode and crank this puppy up. Oh gosh, this is fantastic. Oh yeah. Wow, the brutality of the acceleration. And you gotta take your hat down for this car. It's not a brand new modern day car. This one's got 15,000 Ks on the clock. It's stuff from 6 years ago, but it's good stuff. Really, really good stuff. And these brakes. Changing gears in the middle of a drift. Oh my gosh. This is so much fun right now. Wow. And I have to admit, I love the fact that it is naturally aspirated. There's no turbo coming in and kicking you in the groins. This is just pure power. There was enough slip and slide. Phenomenal. As we would say in South Africa, such a jol brew. Hallelujah! That was incredible. That was just incredible. I'm having a moment now. This has been one of the most insane days of my life, and probably easily one of the best days of my life. Epic car, epic time, fantastic weather. I cannot get over how fantastic this 458 Speciale is. I'm gonna say it, it is rather special. I hope you enjoyed this film, and if you did, feel free to subscribe to our channel. Hit that reminder button so you get notified every single time that we upload a new film. Take care.
Looked into the music, listening to the beat, smiling